Yo, how's it going, everyone? Oh, why is this not on the right thing? Is this gonna work or? Oh, good. I'm having issues with the capture card. Great. Fresh pattern. Guess who's sick at home? Starting strong with the end stream. Oh yeah, it was on the end screen. Whoops. I'm not sure what's happening here. It's always got to be something. Tuesday's the second Monday of the week. Of course, something would break on this day. I might actually have to Google because my phone just did a recent update. So, like, new Android update. Not working. You can resolve this by updating drivers. Oh, this is a pain. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's got like a weird connected display thing. I don't want that. Ha. There we go. Yeah, something weird about that update. I don't know, but managed to fix it now. Okay, we're good. How's everybody doing? Yeah, see, now we're seeing all the last World Tournament weekend. Gifted memberships are dropping off now. Alright, so I'm incredibly tired. I woke up in the middle of the night. I've got a weird, like... I'm having this weird issue with, like, pain in my leg, and it woke me up in the middle of the night. And rather than go back to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, which would have been a good idea, Little Blue and I were checking out the new Resident Evil mobile game that came out. And rather than do what I was going to do, which is check it out very quickly and then go to sleep, ended up just sat in bed playing it for like over 2 hours. And then I was like, oh, I have to get up in like half an hour. So I'm super tired and haven't had a lot of sleep. I'm at 2 stones free to play. Am I cooked? Didn't even get Goma. Oof. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you're going to give in and summon, like, you kind of almost want to make sure you have enough to get to pity. Like, I wouldn't want to start summoning and then have to stop and, like, not have got the thing. Game Awards nominations are out. Best performance, Expedition 33 is nominated 3 times for 3 different voice actors. Damn. That's kind of crazy. It was like someone has to leave the path of the free-to-play player and get some stones. True. Intensifying fights is easy. All missions first try without Goma. All you need is Goku. I don't think you necessarily even need Goku, right? Okay. I'm going to see Heroes information today. If they were going to tweet out unit info, it would have been 15 minutes ago. Yeah. Where's my GT Heroes team? There you go. Why would I want to use Super Saiyan 3 Goku and not Gogeta? Showing out the shtick on the stage 11 for intensifying fights. Apparently it's additional attacks. It used to be 9 AM UK time until the clocks went back. So now it's like when we start the stream, basically. It's like when news comes out. Alright, let's jump in and do this. Hey guys, Mars Naked here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so a new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road is out, which means, of course, we have to jump in and get the no items run done here. Shouldn't be too difficult unless they have overtuned the heck out of this stage, because obviously GT Heroes is a ridiculously strong team. I talked about this in the video I made yesterday when we went over the content. We had a look at the stages based on the original Super Battle Road. The enemy typings might have changed, but the first fight is against Baby and the possessed Gohan, Goten and Trunks, so like 4 enemies, but they all have Ki Blast super attacks, which means that they will just be AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta victims. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in and see how we get on. I mean, yeah, we got a pretty good rotation to start, so yeah, unless they've overtuned this so that these guys have like tons of HP, I can't imagine this is going to be particularly difficult. So target where the type advantage is to start off with. Go there. Go there. I mean, we'll see straight away if it tells you how... So we're going to counter a super straight away. How much damage is this going to do? Because that's the thing, is ESBR feels like it hasn't been tuned up for like 200% leads, let alone 220s. I mean, yeah, that super attack counter before Gogeta had even attacked and gotten any sort of like attack up for the turn did like a third of his HP. So it's very possible that we just one turn all of these guys here. Yeah. Okay. So 42 million additional. Okay. So he does about half their health with a crit. So that's you gone. Now, and we're going to get another additional as well. So 51.2. Yeah, so it's almost a one shot. Yeah, Mia, how's it going? So yeah, the Super Saiyan 4s will obviously finish off this guy. They may even kill... Well, actually, no, I got them to attack Trunks, didn't I? That's right, well, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta will finish off Gohan for sure. Or Goten, whichever one is left, the tech one. Here's Goten, yeah. Goten will get finished off by Int Gogeta. The Super Saiyan 4s might not finish off Trunks. I guess it depends how many attacks they actually get off here. Yeah, no, even if they do another one here with a crit, it's not going to be enough. But I mean, in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 3 could literally just double super. $32.5, plus he's got type advantage, so... Nice. That might be GG. I think you might need to crit because it's type neutral. This is why SBR is dumb. You either get a busted team that clears it easily, or you need to use a horrible category which hasn't got new units in years. That does seem to be how the last few stages have gone, yeah, that is true. Alright, so the second fight is against just Super 17. Now, he doesn't have a Ki Blast Super, but even so, I don't think it matters too much. Let's see how much we can get him down in one turn. My Gogeta is only 55%, so... But yeah, he still only takes double-digit damage from a super attack in slot 1. Okay. But yeah, no idea if we're getting another EZA or anything. If there was any news for today, it should have come out already. Okay, so he's got a decent amount of HP. We could potentially still 110 him here though, based on like the damage we're doing, and if like Goku and Vegeta get crits. Okay. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just going crazy. He says GT Heroes, the next stage is Heavenly Events. Yeah, that'll be a quite major shift in the power of the teams, huh? Going from GT Heroes ESBR to Heavenly Events ESBR. So yeah, Goku, does he kill him here with the crit? He does. Well, there you go. So, Heavenly Events did get the EZA for Kid Gohan, though, that is true. You've got like the AGL Super Boo that does the AoE. Gotenks are on Heavenly Events, aren't they? So you've got the LR Tech Gotenks. So it should be pretty straightforward. It's just funny that how much of a worse category it is compared to like this one. Alright. Let's see if we can one turn these guys. I don't think any of these guys have Ki Blast Supers either, so we don't get the maximum value out of AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but it doesn't really matter too much. Mid-Han will carry heavily events. That is true. Now that he has his easy A, if you just run double AGL Gohan and put him in slot 1, he should be fine. Yep, so Nova just getting absolutely destroyed. Oh, wow. Yeah, these guys, because obviously when there's multiple enemies, they don't have as much HP, but I didn't expect that. Like, an additional 12 key super and then a normal was enough to kill Omega from 4 HP. So yeah, this stage is an absolute joke. Even if you don't have LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you just use the LR Super Saiyan 4s, because they can go slot 1 on turn 1 because of the extra damage reduction they get for that one turn. And like, you just have them on one rotation and then the friend AGL Gogeta on the other rotation, and then yeah, you're just one turning everyone. Crazy. But, you know, like I said, that's what happens when you have a good team. I did not get LR Goma, though. I didn't do many summons. I had, like, no stones when he dropped. So I did the free tickets and, like, one of the ticket packs that you can buy. And that's basically it. And then, yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goku coming in with the crit Kamehameha at the end of the rotation. Well, there you go. That was GT Heroes Extreme Super Battle Road. What a what an absolute challenge that was, huh? GT Heroes absolutely destroying the stage. Like I said, the event has not been, as far as I'm concerned, like tuned to these like new powerful teams. I know they don't want to make the stages too hard, but it's like, remember what Super Battle Road was like when it first came out? Like, with as crazy powerful as GT Heroes is as a team, like, they should have made the bosses tougher so that you're not just literally killing them all in one turn. But hey, there you go. It is what it is. So that is stage 77 of ESBR, GT Heroes, beaten with no items. We can get our next lot of rewards here. So yeah, there we go. Let me know how you guys got on with this stage, whether you used items or not. Let me know how it went and what team build you used. But yeah, that's another one down. 77 stages of ESBR beaten with no items. Let's go. But yeah, let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Well, that was like incredibly easy. Not that we expected it to be anything but yeah, just ridiculous. I do want them to make it harder. I missed the days of like trying to do the no item run would take me like hours and like hundreds of attempts. Or like some of the really hard stages where I would be at like my old job, like working a night shift, and I'd be just retrying and retrying the stage like for the entire like 12-hour night shift. And then like finally just get it done and have it recorded on my phone so I could then get home and like record the voiceover and make it into a video. It was good times. I mean, Ultra Extreme Super Battle Road to come out with super easy A's for the, yeah, support memories. I dig it. No, we don't want any festival. No. Struggling with Defenders of Justice, ESBR. I did do a video on it. I miss the days when ESBRs were hard, even with items. Because, yeah, there is a heroes build you can make that's full Defenders of Justice. But, yeah, you definitely need... definitely need items, I think, for that, for doing it with the heroes version. No, the World Tournament Gohans. I mean, the thing is, you can't, like, make the exact team that necessarily everyone will have. You just have to, like, if you can make part of the team, or at least, like, have the right leader and everything, then you just kind of have to... You just have to fill in the gaps with the units that you have. And then, yeah, just use items, like, as and when you need to. Yeah, I don't feel, like, ill or anything, but, yeah, I'm a bit, like, sniffly this morning for some reason. Yeah, Glorio is not far off of being a year old. That's kind of crazy. Getting cold in the UK. That's true. It is. So they would add the heroes characters into the general pool. It would be nice, but do I think they will? Not necessarily. It would be cool though. But yeah, I don't think I necessarily see it happening, but I would like it to happen. Yesterday it started snowing in Germany, damn. Yeah, licensing thing. I'm not entirely sure if they even can. If they can, then I'm assuming that they probably will at some point, but But yeah, I'm not sure. Eight more stones for another Goma multi. Hey, let's go. Need my stones for the Dark Broly Dokkan Fest. Yeah. That's we're totally getting the Super Saiyan 4 Timebreaker mask Dark Broly that's coming out as a Dokkan Fest, despite being a Heroes Only character. Man, if only. It would just be so good. Will we get Xenoverse? I mean, we could get some sort of Xenoverse thing. Not impossible. Yeah, no, none of the content that is like dropping today is going to be of any real difficulty. Like burst mode obviously isn't really very hard. ESBR, especially for GT heroes, like GT Heroes is one of the stronger teams in the game currently, as it is. Like, let's get our dailies finished off here. Yeah, I've just got all these random like extra copies of that 1000-day Goku that they gave you. So I'm just using him as the leader because he's an all types lead. But I've already got one of the random spare ones to SA10. I must have set these up. Did I set them up wrong or something? Still got to wait 5 minutes for the other ones. Bruh. Okay, so that's all of our dailies done. Well, that's one of the things they talked about in that recent like update thing, right? Is that they are working on they're going to be reducing the size of the game. Remove all R's, SRs, and N's from the game. I mean, yeah, that would be that'd be a way of doing it. Yeah, it's weird that they didn't put it at the top, which is what they usually do. Because, yeah, usually when a new stage, like when a thing gets updated, they move it to like the top of the list. Okay, so stage 11. Let's check this out. To get to the SDR Goma phase. Someone was saying that it's like additional attacks or something. Six demonic power characters. I mean, you just use like Gloria and stuff, right? Like, I deliberately am not going to use Daima Goku because I think he probably hits too hard, right? Actually, yeah, I probably shouldn't use 3 Glorios. When are they easying LR physical beastless and orange piccolo? I don't know. Hopefully soon. I mean, potentially depending on what the theme is and stuff, that could be part of the New Year thing. You never know. Which would actually be kind of cool. I use Goku's active skill in the second phase. He gets one shot. Well, I was going to not use Goku at all. Remember the LR STRUI Goku scam 5 years ago on Global? Well, it wasn't a scam. It was a... There's obviously an error on their part, right? It was with the New Year Step Up banner. But yeah, I'm glad I at least did some summons on that banner so I could get the stones refunded. Yeah, is that really 5 years ago? That seems crazy. I love getting my stones back. Yeah, it was always nice. Time goes too fast, true. GT Heroes hardest fight thing. I know, right? It was so hard. Right. Let's get this intensifying fights thing done. Yeah, the Gamma's easy A's will be super good. Hey guys, Mars Egg here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we have the new stage of Intensifying Fights out today, which is stage 11. So this one, we've obviously got to beat the stage. Then we've got to meet the conditions in order to fight the giant Goma in phase 3. We also have a mission for doing the stage with 6 demonic power category characters. So if we take a look at the event info, We can see here, stage 11, effective category demonic power. Factor that decides which opponent you will face. Whether you've defeated the enemy by performing multiple attacks that deal damage exceeding a certain value in phase 2. So, multiple attacks, it also says exceeding a certain amount of damage. I'm assuming that means like additional supers, because if you do additional normals, you're obviously not doing a lot of damage. So, we want to try and do a certain number of attacks. Now, intensifying fights is not the hardest difficulty content, so I'm going for running Glorio with some of the heroes units, and then we've got like the free-to-play Pansy, the support Piccolo, because we want to do as many attacks as possible, and I feel like if we bring like Daima Goku or a friend Goma, we're just going to do too much damage, right? So, but we'll see, you never know. Okay, so I'll just probably start off like this. I have no idea how much HP these guys are going to have, so we'll start off like this, and then I guess go for you like this. We'll see how we go. Yeah, Piccolo with that clutch dodge in slot 1, that's what we like to see. Okay. I mean, like, if the banner unit my banner unit Piccolo has one dupe, and he's he one-shot the type advantage one there. Yeah, dodged literally everything. And Fu gets his attacks off. I mean, that's the thing. Glorio is just that guy that does many, many attacks, right? So hopefully he's just going to be able to come in clutch in the next phase for us. I mean, he probably does enough attacks here to just get rid of most of the last of these enemies already as it is anyway. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so this is the second phase. This is the phase where we have to, like, do as many attacks as possible. So we got you in slot 1. As long as we get 2 rainbow orbs, Mechikabra guaranteed does 2 attacks as it is anyway. So, yeah, let's see. We don't know how many, I don't know how many attacks it actually takes, so. Yeah, Demon King, Demigra just tanking like a boss in slot 1. We'd love to see that. Okay, so there's 1 super from him. Now let's see what we got. Mechikabra, he can be attack lowered, so that's helpful. Mechikabra doing way more damage than I expected, though. 2 supers from him. 3 supers from him. Okay, so it's 4 supers total. And then Glorio is going to come in. So this is super attack number 5. This already feels like it might be too much. Okay, so he did 5, but then he did an additional normal. So now I'll take you all out. I think this is the wrong one. Yeah, this is the physical one, so this is the wrong one. Okay. Man, so even with this setup, we did too much damage. Okay. So. Because, yeah, the one we looked at the missions yesterday, and the Goma, the giant Goma that is the final one, is STR. So we did not do it correctly. Yeah, I don't know how many supers you need, but we did 5, and that's obviously not enough. So I'm trying to think what the... best strategy for running it back is going to be. Maybe the problem is like the 2-turn Glorio support. It's like too much. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like a job for Super Saiyan 3 Gohanks and Super Saiyan 3 Adult Gotenks. I'm assuming it's, well, that's the other thing as well, is I mean, it makes it sound like it's the more attacks the better and not like the least. But I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe you have to do it in as few attacks as possible. I don't think so, but... Slowly but surely chipping this guy away here. Oh, Piccolo, you got this. There we go. My goat. Diamond Piccolo, the clutch dodges. You'll love to see it. Alright, so we've got 2 of the missions done at least. I mean, I guess now it means we don't have to use a full Demonic Power team. Demonic Power is the category that does more damage to him, so I suppose in theory, not using a full Demonic Power team is potentially better, but... Okay, so... yeah, we got our 2 missions done. So let's see. Yeah, so let's change the team then. So we'll put Daima Goku on there. Put you on there, you on there. Alright, so yeah, we'll try to do it in less then. Because yeah, it could be the case of, like I say, you just have to get there in less attacks. I assumed from the way it was worded, like reading it, there was going to be more attacks, but... Okay, so... no key, which is shocking. Although, fortunately, actually, it doesn't matter, because when Glorio picks up his key, it's going to give him the extra one anyway, so there we go. Yeah, I do like the fact that he just, like, one-shots him. I mean, this shouldn't be too difficult. Goku, if Goku gets an additional, he should kill somebody else. Yeah, and then Glorio. There's no way Glorio doesn't kill the last guy by himself with the number of attacks that he can do. Okay. So, let's try this again. .7 is not really a lot, though. Well, actually, yeah, the problem is Gohan's doing, like, weaker attacks. So, yeah, him doing 3 supers here is actually not good. Yeah, it's already up to 5 again now. Okay. Alright, well, let's cut and then jump back in. Oh, yeah, that's annoying. I wonder if no. I don't think we necessarily need demonic power characters, but we'll see. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe like AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but right. Haven't even done both the festival missions. Yeah, man, the festival missions are a pain. Like, I guess it depends on what lineup you have and everything, but Goku All Out Super Saiyan 3. I would have had 1k plus stones if I didn't summon on Daima, Goku, Goma, and Baby. Oof. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't summon on just everything. Like, if you're people who are free to play or like low spenders, you absolutely should not have summoned on Baby. Or the Part 2 LR for him, the Gohan and Goten. Alright. I need to plug my mouse in. My mouse is running out of battery. Okay, so we're back at this point again. I'm trying to think of the best strategy as to doing the least super attacks. Now, Piccolo won't do a lot of damage. Daimagoku will. Will Daimagoku tank in slot 1 though? Maybe. Yeah, we just have to do this and hope for the best, I suppose. $23.7. Okay, get the crit. Okay, if we crit here. See, he did a third attack, but it was an additional normal. So... yeah, so the third attack can't just be an additional normal. So if Goku hadn't done an additional normal, and then the STR blue Goku had just killed him, then it would have been fine. Well, that's annoying. I'm not sure if they do, like, because they're not the right category, though. I don't know if they'll do enough damage. So we'll try this. Oh yeah, if you mean the Purunga thing for like we all get a unit for free, I'm fairly sure that that won't happen again. Oh, I've got such a bad rotation. Who's going to be on the next? Yeah, Goku. Oh no, wait, that actually... no, I miscalculated it. That would have actually been perfect. Yeah, the GDC like free tickets thing where you get like a 44% chance summon, like that, I think that could be a thing that we see again. But yeah, we won't get a like everyone just gets a free headliner. Like I don't see that happening. Closing the app so I'm not tempted to summon for go. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, the GDC thing, I can see them doing that for big celebrations. Yeah, 100%. Doesn't have to be every single time necessarily, but I can see that being a thing that we see again, for sure. Did one final way today, got my Goma to 69%. Risky. I don't know why the mouse seems to scroll so slowly when it's plugged into the charger. Imagine the anniversary lineup is something like Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Do. We get Adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta as the EX banner, and he's even worse than the mini version. I mean, you would hope not. You'd hope that they learned after the last time, but I don't know. Okay, so we're trying it out now with a GT Heroes setup, although I don't know if this is... We didn't get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on the rotation, so... I actually don't know, because obviously these guys aren't demonic power, so they're not the special category. I'm not sure how much damage they'll actually do. Okay, they do okay damage, but... It's not quite enough, is it? Gogeta needed that little bit extra to kill. Because, yeah, this will be the 4th super then. Oh, okay. So 4 is enough then, so you just can't get to 5. Although, one of the previous clips that I didn't like, that I don't think will be included in this, Daima Goku in slot 1 did like 2 supers and then an additional normal, and then we did a 3rd super in slot 3, and then that wasn't enough. Okay, well, either way, so if we did 4 super attacks there on that second turn, like second phase, and that's gotten us to the giant Goma, so... I mean, there's a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on the active skill turn. He should be fine here. Yep. So people saying 3 is the magic number. I can confirm 2 is not enough. Yeah, so 5 seemed to be too many, but we did 4 here with this run, and that was enough. So I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, we should be good here. 20 mil for the 7-year Super Saiyan 4s. Let's go. Okay. I mean, obviously we've got type disadvantage here with the 7 years, but they're still doing alright. My 55% Gogeta, slot 3, still dropping a 41 mil. You love to see that. Does mean we're probably not going to kill him on this turn, because he's got quite a decent amount of HP. And of course, as we said before, the weakness category is demonic power, which we're not currently using. So... Gogeta getting all these additionals though. You'd love to see that. I mean, this isn't the greatest rotation to start us off here. If Goku... I feel like Goku has to counter a super, right, to not get crushed in slot 1. Nice, so he just did do that. Let's go. It's not a lot of damage from the counter, but that's fine. And then we take the normals to double digits. Let's go. Damn. So we're going to get like crazy defense after the first turn or something, because triple super here from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Not doing that much damage. That's wild. Demonic Power will have a hard time at this phase given how much he heals and he gets stronger each turn. I don't think Demonic Power would have too much issue. Demonic Power is a crazy strong team, like with the new Goku and everything. I'm at guaranteed featured step now. Should I do one more multi? I mean, if the next multi is guaranteed featured and you've already done, like you've already got that far, then potentially. Nice. Alright, there we go. So it took a bit more than I expected, and we used a different team, non-demonic power, in order to get that last mission done. But yeah, there we go. So that's the giant Goma defeated, which is the final mission. We'll go ahead and claim that here. So yeah, that we got 4 supers. The attempt that I tried where we got 5, it didn't work. But then also the attempt that I did where we did like 2 supers, an additional normal, and then a super also didn't work. So it's a bit confusing. But yeah, let me know how you guys got on. What team build did you use? What demonic power setup did you use for the mission? Did you manage to use the demonic power team and get the giant Goma? Let me know how you got on with the stage down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Mars Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Okay. So that's that done now as well. $80 stones right now. I don't really care. I got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 90% of all the manga characters. Yeah, I got, what, 77 stones. I rainbowed all of the manga units. How's everyone's stickers looking? Yeah, let's have a look. I've got way more of the tech ones because I miscounted how many I needed to buy to get them to all be equal, like a few hours ago. So yeah, so I'm trying to just get the top row of cards because you can only use one of the same ones anyway. Trying to get the top row of cards all to the same number. Try and get to like 50 or something. So I need to buy a bunch more of the physical ones now, really. There's such an oversight from them. Yeah, someone was saying like there is the potential that like the next Petam will come out and you can't use the manga stickers, which would be super annoying, but in a way it would be kind of funny. Wasted so many normal stickers to get as many manga ones as possible. Oh no, why? When you could use like 1 or 2 manga stickers per fight to then get like more manga stickers back, as well as the gold stickers, so that you could just buy more. Like just by using the manga ones, you still end up with more manga ones than you started with, basically. Did I also use the use? I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. If it's the bronze one, that's fine. You got done with the what? Brobdingnagian what? World Tournament slander is good slander. Bringer, how could you say that? That's your mode. What do you mean? The gigantic content drop. Okay, that makes more sense. He says, yeah, during the anniversary itself, you usually get somewhere around 1,000 stones. So what else have we got? Oh yeah, we've just got to do burst mode now. Missed when they dropped free-to-play units. Or when free-to-play units were actually, like, good. I mean, to be fair, the Glorio and Pansy are pretty decent, considering they are just random free-to-play characters. They're pretty good. Alright, let's have a look at the burst mode thing then, shall we? Alright, so revenge is the one that's going to get you the most points, and then int and physical. Okay. Finally, AGL Bardock can shine. Well, yeah, no, it's in and physical, so it won't be. So Brody just leads revenge, doesn't he? Yeah. It's movie bosses, transformation boost, or pure Saiyans. What is this OST? This is the Physical Mercenary Tau Active Skill OST. Right. Making up and Kid Fu, Festival, Goma's team. Oh, got cooked by AGL Zamasu. Oof. Well, that sucks. Okay. Hey guys, Marsegin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are jumping into the new burst mode that has released today, the AGL Kid Gohan, and we are going to do, as I always do for my burst mode videos, get the 6,000 points in order to beat all of the missions for both of the categories. Now, I mentioned this in every burst mode video, so you probably know what I'm going to say. You don't need to get 6,000 points with both. Like once you've gotten your 6,000 points, the only other mission is going to be, because we're going to do revenge first, the only other mission will be the heavenly events one. So in theory, once you've done your first run and got your 6,000 points, you can just come back in, just put on the heavenly events category modifier, so you'll only be getting 1,150 points for that run. But because there's no modifiers on, it will just be a normal Dokkan event difficulty, and it'll just be super easy. You'll one turn every phase, and then you beat the last mission, right? So for the videos, I like to do the 6,000 points with both categories just to get it done. So yeah, we're doing Revenge. Int and Physical is the one that gives you the most points. We can afford the highest team cost with the other modifiers that we're going to have on. No ceiling, stunning, attack lowering, or defense lowering of the enemy. Enemy takes less damage from AGL characters, which is fine because we're not using that typing anyway. Enemy has 25% damage reduction. Then we don't put in on any of these like mini bonus ones that aren't worth a lot. When it comes to attack, we've just got the up by 50%, which Dokkan events hit so weak anyway that like 50% extra attack is nothing. Same with like 50% extra defense, 1000% extra HP. And then we just have to put on the no support items and no support memories, and then there you go. That gets us to 6,070. So this is the team. Int and Physical. Broly obviously leads Revenge, gives the extra to movie bosses or transformation boost, but all of these guys are movie bosses. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump in, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue because again, with the modifiers that we have on, like, you got to remember that base Dokkan events have such low, like stats and damage and everything anyway, that giving them an extra 50% attack, an extra 50% defense, like, it doesn't make that much of a difference, really, because their things were so low before. So, try and grab some extra key. I mean, we've got all the Cooler and Metal Cooler characters and Frieza, like, they'll link relatively well. The Brolys are kind of like the odd ones out, but Can use the domain straight away though, so let's just go ahead and do that. Gives our Broly the guard, so he can just sit there in slot 1. Okay, so you can grab those. Yeah, the key's not great, but it is what it is, as they say. Of course, we've got a full int rotation against this physical boss, so hopefully we're getting some crits here. Otherwise, it's going to be very annoying. That's right, we're doing plenty of damage. Nice. Yeah, no, didn't even need everyone to do all crits, so it's all good. Okay, so next phase, AGL Kid Gohan. How do we want to do this? You don't have big bad bosses, do you? That's annoying. So I could do that, I suppose. Do that. Do that. Because, yeah, a lot of these characters, you know, like the Garlic Jr. and stuff, right? Not exactly the craziest of units to be using right now. But it's a shame he didn't get his Easy A, considering the AGL Kid Gohan, like getting his Easy A. They came out at the same time. Like, that would have been pretty cool. Because, yeah, this Garlic Jr. is a fairly generic, like, just all extreme, like, all allies support. If he got an Easy A now, it'd be a great option for going on, like, Goma's team and everything, but... Alright, so Broly can still just guard in slot 1. Metal Cooler gets all the Metal Cooler links here as well. So, yeah, good rotation for them. Sub Easy A's, we don't do that here, yeah. Dokkan does very regularly forget about sub Easy A's, to be fair. Metal Cooler Army doing some decent damage. Not so much for the other Metal Cooler though. I mean, I guess we just use the active, and the active probably just kills him, right? Yeah. All right. Gohan, we'll buy you time. Okay, so we've now got another phase in the middle, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do? Go, make sure everyone's got their key. Metal Cooler additional normals. Look at that crazy damage. Let's go. Explosive Demon Wave. 32 damage. Yeah, because like Dokkan events, their super attack. We looked it up in one of the previous videos on like Dokkan info. Like Dokkan events, their super attacks are hitting for like 200k. So when you've given them 50% extra attack, it's like, oh no, a 300k super. Like, it's not something that we really have to worry about. There we go, grab those for you. Probably just stomping on Piccolo. We'll bring back hard Dokkan events. Yeah, back when Dokkan events were actually tough, and therefore Boss Rush was tough, because trying to do multiple of them back to back with the same set of items was actually a challenge. I mean, even if they did 1,000,000 damage, like some teams it just wouldn't matter too much. Obviously, when you put the max attacks buffs and all that kind of stuff on, then it'd be a little bit more crazy, but... I love that freezer's like dodge cut in. So that's cool. That death beam though. 3.7. That should be all she wrote for Mr. Piccolo. Alright, so last phase against the AGL Gohan. We floated off the other Broly, didn't we? So I should probably do this. Since we can actually keep like big bad bosses active here and everything. Even without the bonus buffs to attack and HP, Revenge legit cannot handle this event with in physical. Yeah, it's definitely not the greatest of categories. Or even with the typings as well. Oh god, he has a count. I forgot about this. I can't even remember the last time I would have... I mean, the last time I would have done this Dokkan event is when this Gohan came out, because I got him when he came out. I mean, I guess if we dodge, it's fine. God. Hey, let's go. I was going to say, my Int Metal Cooler is built with like 30 dodge or whatever it is, so... That's exactly what we like to see. Okay. Remember before the beginner missions were a thing, Dokkan events are really hard to clear for new players. Oh yeah, like back when I was like around the time I was first playing, I got like AGL Super Vegito when he first came out, and I couldn't awaken him because I couldn't beat his Dokkan event. Like, it wasn't until I think it was literally like the next banner after him was the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and I pulled him, was able to awaken him, and then make a tech team that could actually beat Vegito. It was crazy. Okay. Oh, we can't get 3 orbs for Frieza, that's annoying. Hopefully the 1 is enough. Well, yeah, I mean, of course it is. This guy has like no attack power. Oh god, that's going so fast. So much faster than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, exactly, because you had to have characters that had fierce battle in order to do damage to Super Vegito in his Dokkan event. So if you only had like tech characters, a bunch of tech characters that had like shattering the limit, like you were barely doing any damage to him. It was crazy. I can't believe this has still taken 11 turns without him having like barely any extra HP or defense or anything. Crazy. Alright, well there you go. And of course we got the power level, as we always do seemingly with burst mode, getting the power level bonus when you don't need it. Alright, well there we go. 6,070 points with our int and physical revenge team. So that's going to be all of the missions done, except for, of course, now the final one to do it with heavenly events. So I'm going to cut here and jump over and get that one done. Next, we'll go through the team and the modifiers here now. Okay, I've got to rename these files. So that's burst mode, revenge. And then I need to do... Was this the one that didn't work? Okay, so it hadn't... Then it would have been fine. Yeah, so I'm going to not keep that. So then that's the... Intensifying fights 1. And then the second one. Okay. Run my AGL Super Vegeta unawakened, took friend ones that were, and ran that friend and STL Gogeta on an AGL team. Yeah, fair. It's funny how, like, AGL Super Vegeta, like, obviously STL Gogeta was crazy when he came out, but AGL Super Vegeta, especially with, like, the counters, was just destroying everything back then. It was so funny. He was so good. Right. Heavenly events, and then we just need like 30 points. So we can literally just put on the damage reduction thing. Heavenly events is such a weird like category though. Special pose or youth. I wish it would give you like the specific friend, considering the missions are what they are. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, every attack is a super phase of the Kid Buu. Spent 2k stones to get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta the Rainbow Daima Vegeta. Unfortunately not, no, because Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta is not very good. The only stage where defense, yeah, lowering defense. Like Omega absolutely destroyed Broly because he actually lowered defense on Super. STR Omega, when he came out, like, it was actually really, really good for that. Ever since crit became a thing, defense has never mattered. Yeah, that is true. Never forget 100 team cost super strikes. Yeah, that was... Oh boy. That was something, alright. Right. Let's go back. Okay, so we are back to set up the Heavenly Events run. So change the category to Heavenly Events. It's worth 100 less points. So whilst we've kept everything else the same, int and physical, we've got as much team cost to play with as possible. All of the stuff with the negative effects, 25% damage reduction, lowest possible buffs for attack and defense, and HP. The only thing we've had to put on to make up those extra couple of points was the enemy can reduce damage lower than 50,000 to 0, and as you can see, that puts us to 6,020 points. So the team that I've set up here is a team with a lot of Gotenks. In Gotenks' leader skill is Special Pose or Youth, so we'll be all good here with this team. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead, jump straight in, and try and get this done here. So we want to try and make sure we get as much ki as possible. It's usually how I always do this. Even if we don't have the modifiers on for like allies minus ki, it's still useful. Just makes the run that little bit easier. I mean, most of the guys on this team build share decent key links and stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So let's do that, and then do that. Of course he's super straight away, but yeah, 41,000 damage is what we took. So not exactly Not exactly much to worry about. That random world tournament in Gohan. I guess we'll just do this. I can't even remember. It's been such a long time since I actually used the reverse exchange Goten and Trunks, because obviously they came out as the free-to-play card for the anniversary, but I've like barely used them. Got a good super attack animation for a free-to-play character. Grab those. I feel like damage-wise, we're potentially gonna suffer a little bit as we get towards the end of this one. I mean, I guess to be fair, actually, once Int Gotenks transforms into Super Saiyan 3, he will actually do a lot of damage, so it'll be fine. This physical banner unit Gotenks is pretty decent as well, to be fair. The other Gotenks transforms. And obviously it would be really useful if we did have on the abilities to like seal and stuff like that, because then the physical Gotenks would be quite helpful. Nice. Get a crit. I remember back when I first got that physical Super Saiyan Gotenks, like before he even had an awakening, I think he was on the team, like the Super Class Fusion team was like the 6th option for the team was the physical Gotenks. I literally cannot remember what these guys do. He guards. He just needs to pick up type key spheres. The OG White Whale of Nano Gotenks Genix. Wait, was that a thing? I remember a Nano LR Genix, of course, but... Yeah, Nano LRGenix was a great meme. That was a good time. Okay. Oh, so we should be good here. Tech Goku Black broke the floodgates for the next 9 years. Man, it was so crazy back when there were so, like, very few LRs in the game. And, like, they were just so hard to get. Like, I remember I think Tech LR Goku Black and Rose took me, like, 1,000 stones. It was the first time I'd ever gone that hard on, like, one banner. It took me, like, 1,000 stones to get them. But that was pretty awesome. God, that's such low damage. And Rhymes dual summons. Yeah, I remember back when I was first watching like Dokkan content, and it was like Rhyme and Nano just like collabing like every single day, practically. But yeah, now that we can transform in with the Int Gotenks, this is where we the last part of the fight should pick up like pretty quickly, because in Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks can do some pretty good damage. So what is his thing? Changes Int key spheres to rainbow. And then he... yeah, so he just wants type key spheres. What about Trunks? Do I just want to use Trunks? He wants physical orbs specifically. So yeah, let's do that. Do that. Alright, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Decent damage. This run's actually taken way longer than I thought it would. Because, yeah, the team does not exactly have crazy damage output, apart from Gotenks. The boss rush races. I remember back when, yeah, that was like the content. It was like one of the first collabs I did, was like one of the three-way race with like Y-Try and JCV Goku on like one of the boss rush stages. go. Alright, Dokkan attack with Super Saiyan 3 Go tanks. Gohan's almost dead, so this will be GG. Linked up with the other Super Saiyan 3 Go tanks as well, so he basically has like all of his links active. Alright, there we go. Slow to start, but the Ink Gotenks were the finishers. But like I say, remember, if you just want to get the mission done for Heavenly Events, you don't have to put any of the other modifiers on. And then it will be considerably quicker, because you can still use items and support memories, as well as the enemy not having any of the other buffs. But there you go, that's the last mission done. So that's the burst mode for Kid Gohan, beaten, all the missions done. Let me know how you guys got on down below in the comments section. Let me know if you set a high score, what did you get? We often like to do the friendly challenges in the Discord, so if you've set a high score higher than 6,000, do post and let us know. But yeah, there you go. I think this one with the categories is a bit frustrating. I might try going for a higher score, but I think this is not a one that I'll go super crazy on, but I guess we'll see. So let me know how you guys got on down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Okay, so that is the end. That is all the new, that we managed to get all of the new content done in the 2 hours of the stream, which is pretty good. And I will be ending the stream now, so I can go do some stuff. But yeah, all of those videos will go up throughout the day, but I will be heading straight out. That last one took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we managed to get it done just before the end, like just as the time to end the stream came around. So that is going to be it from me. There's no late stream tonight. There's no early stream tomorrow, so I will be back with a second channel stream on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll see you guys around for that. But yeah, that's it from me. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you next time. Peace out.